Hi there. Okay, so part 2. I don't know if the first part published, hopefully, but this is it just got cut off. Okay, so I was sharing how I was on a sales call with somebody, and there was a moment where, and I had experienced this moment before when I did grief counseling, feeling really supported and feeling really like I could help her, and she knew that. You know what I mean? So I had that experience on a sales call, and I'll never forget it, because that was the moment that I realized that sales could be done differently, and that the actual sales call could be transformational. I had heard people say, like, yeah, the transformation's in the transaction and all this stuff, but that's the moment that I witnessed that transaction, and that actual experience just really brought everything together and to light. And so I wanted to say that, number one, the transformation is really in the transaction, because that selling experience is the moment that you're allowing somebody to find relief with you and to get the support from you. And so you don't have to do it in a pushy or spammy way. In fact, I feel like that hinders a coaching relationship specifically, because we are, supposed to be taking care of them as a client, as I talked about earlier. And so you can do things differently, and you can do things in a way that feels good to you and is still effective. So that is the last one, right? Is really realizing that the transformation does come out of the transaction, and that it can be done differently in a way that feels good to you. So those are my 3 tips for getting over your fear of sales. I'm just going to recap them really quick. So the first one is to realize, number 1, sales are must, but also, I forgot the first one already now. It has to be the right program for the right person. So it has to be the right program for the right person. Number 2 is being willing, open, and ready to dig into what you might be blocked about personally about sales. And then the third one is to realize that the transformation happens in the transaction, and that transaction does not need to be pushy or salesy.